Hi everyone. So, if you have been following me for a while, you probably know me as an actor. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Komal. So, I'm an actor, a content creator, and a UGC creator. And honestly, right now, I'm still figuring out exactly what this journey is going to look like. But there is one thing I want to talk about today. I didn't quit acting, I just stopped depending on acting to pay my bills. And I think there's a very big difference between these two things because for the longest time, I thought that if I really wanted to be an actor, then I had to give everything else up and just keep waiting for that one big break. But life doesn't really work that way, especially when you are financially independent, when you have rent to pay, bills to pay, family responsibilities, and when you don't come from a family where someone can simply say, don't worry about money, just focus on your acting. You have to make different decisions, and that's what I want to talk about today. So let's go back a little. I've actually been acting for quite some time. I have worked on different projects like digital ads and short form content like micro dramas, and eventually I got the opportunity to work on a TV serial. And that was a huge moment for me because this was something I had worked towards for years. And I shifted to Mumbai because I wanted to work in this industry. And I remember thinking like, okay, so अब मैं मुंबई आ गई हूँ तो अब तो properly acting ही करनी है. And I did. I worked. I auditioned and I met people. I learned. I got rejected. I got selected, and I got projects. And I got to experience what the acting industry actually look like from the inside. And yes, I even got my first TV serial. It wasn't a lead role, I was a supporting character, but honestly, I was still incredibly proud of myself because nobody can take away that feeling of seeing yourself on television after years of wanting that. But then I also started understanding something that nobody really prepares you for. Acting is incredibly inconsistent. You can work for a month and then you might have nothing for the next 2 months. You can audition for 10 or 20 things and not get any of them. You can get one project and then suddenly you are back to waiting. And the difficult part is not auditioning, it is your bills that don't work like that. Your rent doesn't say, oh, you didn't get a project this month. It's okay, we'll wait for you. Your expenses are consistent, but your income may not be. And that was something I had to accept. So eventually, I came back to Delhi, and honestly, this wasn't some dramatic, okay, I'm leaving Mumbai forever. It was more like I needed to take a step back. I had to think about what I actually wanted because I still love acting and I still wanted to act and I still do. But I also realized that I cannot sit around waiting for the next acting project to happen because I have responsibilities and I am financially independent. So I want to be able to take care of myself. I want to be able to pay my bills without constantly worrying about it. What if I don't get another project? And I think a lot of people, especially people trying to make it in creative industry, can relate to this. So the funny thing is I never really stopped creating content. Even while I was acting, I was making content. I was posting, I was learning social media, I was working with brands, and I was figuring out how content actually works. And slowly I started getting UGC opportunities. At first it was just something I was doing alongside everything else, but then I realized, wait, I can actually make a career out of this. And that's what happened. I started taking UGC more seriously. So I learned how to make ads, how to write hooks, and how to understand brands, how to make content that actually converts, and how to speak naturally on camera, how to sell a product without making it feel like an advertisement. And eventually, UGC became my full time work. And now I've also moved into tech UGC, working with apps, AI tools, SaaS companies, and different tech brands. And honestly, I'm earning well and I'm working from home. I have more control over my time. And most importantly, I don't have that same financial anxiety hanging over my head. And that feeling is huge. But did I give up on acting? No. And I really want to make this clear. I didn't stop loving acting. I didn't suddenly wake up one morning and think, you know what, Komal, acting isn't for me. No, nothing like that. I still love acting and I still love performing in front of camera. I still love being on camera and I still love storytelling. I still want to act. But now acting doesn't have to carry the entire financial responsibility of my life. And I think that's actually given me more freedom. Because if an acting opportunity comes tomorrow and I genuinely love, I can take it. I don't have to think, but what am I going to do for rent next month? So I don't have to accept every opportunity just because I desperately need the money. I can choose, and for me, that's what financial independence means. So if you are watching this and you are also trying to become an actor, please don't think that doing another job means you are not serious about acting. I used to have this mindset, if I really want to become an actor, I should only be focusing on acting. But I don't think that's necessarily true. Sometimes you need something that support your dream, not something that replaces your dream. And it doesn't have to be boring 9 to 5 either. If you are someone who loves being on camera, learn UGC, learn content creation, learn social media, and you can also learn video editing, learn brand communication, learn anything that can help you make money using the same skill you are already developing as an actor. Because think about it, as an actor, you are already learning how to communicate, and you are already learning expressions, you are already learning comfortable or trying to become comfortable in front of camera. You are already understanding scripts. Those skills are valuable outside of acting too. And honestly, content creation and acting can actually complement each other. So right now I'm kind of in this interesting phase of my life. So I'm full-time UGC creator, I'm doing tech UGC, and I'm working with brands, I'm creating content, I'm building my own platforms, and I'm also still an actor. I don't know exactly where acting is going to take me. Maybe I'll get a lead role tomorrow, maybe I'll do another TV show, maybe I'll do a web series, and maybe I'll do films. I genuinely don't know, and I'm okay with not knowing. Because for the first time, I don't feel like my entire life depends on the next audition, and I think that's a beautiful place to be. And that's also why I wanted to restart this channel, because I realized that I've been sharing little pieces of my life here for years, like my acting journey, moving to Mumbai and my hometown, my experiences, beauty, lifestyle, fashion, like everything, my work. And then suddenly I disappeared. I stopped posting for months. But even after not posting for more than 3 months, I still see comments here, people still watching old videos. And that's honestly made me realize maybe I shouldn't have left this channel behind. And that's why I'm coming back. But this time I don't want this channel to be just about one thing. I don't want to pretend that I'm only an actor or only a UGC creator, because I'm not. I'm a person who is figuring things out, and I want this channel to document that, the acting industry, the content creation, UGC, tech UGC, behind the scenes, fitness, beauty, travel, my life, failures, wins, everything, and everything in between. So basically the real journey of building a creative career while also trying to build a life. And if you are someone who's currently in that phase where you are chasing your dream but also struggling financially, and I just want you to know something, you are not failing because you need another source of income. You are not less of an actor because you are doing UGC. You are not less of a creator because you have a job, and you are definitely not giving up on your dream just because you are choosing financial stability. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do for your dream is to make sure you can afford to keep chasing it. That's what I'm doing. I'm not closing the door of acting. I'm just making sure I don't have to stand outside that door waiting for someone else to open it. So this is me starting again, not as a person who has everything figured out, but as someone who has learned a lot, fallen a few times, and changed direction, and still wants to create. So if you have been here from the beginning, thank you for staying. And if you are new here, welcome. And I think this time we are going to make this journey a little more interesting. And yes, I'm still going to act. Just now I don't have to be broke while waiting for the next role.